Quick pause before we start. If you're into DC content like this, hit subscribe and join the squad. Alright, let's get into it. Level 1 represents the struggling hero, and nobody embodies this better than Static, also known as Virgil Hawkins. This electromagnetic powerhouse from Dakota City operates at the grassroots level of both heroism and economics. Virgil comes from a working class family where every dollar counts, and his superhero activities often clash with the basic need to help his family make ends meet. What makes Static's situation particularly challenging is that his powers, while incredible, don't translate into financial gain. He can manipulate electromagnetic fields, fly on metal surfaces, and generate powerful electrical attacks, but none of these abilities help pay the rent or put food on the table. Unlike heroes who can monetize their fame or leverage their abilities for legitimate business ventures, Virgil operates in a world where being a superhero is purely a calling, not a career. The struggles go beyond simple economics. When you're worried about whether your family can afford groceries, it becomes harder to focus on stopping supervillains. Static often finds himself torn between immediate family needs and his responsibility to protect Dakota City. This creates a unique form of heroic tension that wealthier heroes never experience. The constant pressure of knowing that time spent saving the world is time not spent earning money your family desperately needs. Static's resource limitations also affect his crime-fighting effectiveness. While he doesn't need expensive gadgets thanks to his natural abilities, he lacks the infrastructure that wealthier heroes take for granted. No high-tech headquarters, no advanced communication systems, no backup equipment when something breaks. Every aspect of his heroic work must be improvised or created from scratch, requiring creativity and resourcefulness that more affluent heroes never develop. Moving up to level 2, we encounter the working-class hero, perfectly represented by Blue Beetle, known as Jaime Reyes. This young hero from El Paso carries one of the most powerful pieces of technology in the DC universe, an alien scarab that grants him incredible armor and weapons. Yet despite wielding cosmic-level power, Jaime's family struggles with financial instability that colors every aspect of his heroic journey. The irony of Jaime's situation is striking. He possesses technology that governments would pay billions to acquire, armor that can adapt to any threat, and weapons that could level buildings. Yet, when he returns home from saving the world, he faces the same economic pressures as any teenager from a working-class family. His parents work multiple jobs, bills pile up, and the family sometimes struggles to afford basic necessities. This disconnect between cosmic power and economic reality creates unique storytelling opportunities and character depth. Jaime can't simply sell his technology. The scarab is literally fused to his spine and operates according to its own alien agenda. He can't leverage his superhero status for financial gain without compromising his secret identity and putting his family at risk. The result is a hero who wields unimaginable power while worrying about whether his family can afford car repairs. The Blue Beetle's situation also highlights how superhero responsibilities can actually worsen economic struggles. Time spent fighting interdimensional threats is time not spent at part-time jobs that could help his family. School performance might suffer when you're battling cosmic menaces, affecting future educational and career opportunities. The weight of the world literally rests on his shoulders, but the weight of economic pressure remains just as heavy. Level 3 brings us to the middle-class hero, embodied by Barry Allen, the Flash. As a forensic scientist working for the Central City Police Department, Barry represents the sweet spot of heroic economics. Stable employment with steady income, government benefits, and the security that comes with a respectable professional position. His financial situation reflects the classic American middle-class experience: comfortable but not extravagant, secure but not wealthy. Barry's government salary provides something invaluable that many heroes lack: predictable income and job security. While he's not buying sports cars or mansions, he can afford a decent apartment, reliable transportation, and the peace of mind that comes with steady employment. This financial stability allows him to focus on his superhero duties, without the constant pressure of economic survival that plagues heroes at lower levels. However, Barry's middle-class status comes with its own unique challenges and advantages. His job as a forensic scientist actually complements his superhero activities in fascinating ways. His access to police resources, crime labs, and investigative databases gives him tools that many heroes lack. He can analyze evidence, access criminal records, and coordinate with law enforcement in ways that underground heroes simply cannot. The Flash's financial position also affects his relationships with other heroes. He's neither struggling like Static, nor incredibly wealthy like some of his Justice League teammates. This middle ground perspective allows him to bridge gaps between heroes from different economic backgrounds, understanding both the challenges of resource scarcity and the responsibilities that come with greater wealth. Yet Barry's position also reveals the hidden costs of maintaining a double life on a middle-class budget. While he doesn't struggle with basic necessities, the expenses of superhero work add up quickly. Replacing costumes damaged in battle, covering unexplained absences from work, and dealing with the collateral damage of superspeed living all strain a forensic scientist's salary. The Flash can't simply order a new suit from a high-end designer. Every piece of specialized equipment must be carefully budgeted and justified. His relationship with time creates additional financial pressures that other heroes never face. When you can move at super speed, the temptation to use those abilities for personal gain becomes a constant ethical dilemma. Barry could easily use his powers to arrive at work early, complete tasks in seconds, or even engage in technically legal but morally questionable activities like high-frequency trading. The discipline required to maintain financial normalcy while possessing reality-bending abilities speaks to his character's core integrity. Level 4 introduces us to the upper-middle-class hero, perfectly exemplified by Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. As a test pilot for prestigious aerospace companies, Hal occupies a unique position in the heroic economic hierarchy. His career provides substantial income, professional respect, and the kind of lifestyle that most people can only dream of. Yet he remains distinctly separate from the truly wealthy elite. Hal's profession as a test pilot creates fascinating intersections between his civilian career and superhero responsibilities. Flying experimental aircraft requires the same fearlessness and split-second decision-making that defines his work as a Green Lantern. His substantial salary allows him to maintain multiple residences, enjoy expensive hobbies, and live with a freedom that middle-class heroes can't afford. When Hal wants to take a spontaneous trip or purchase expensive equipment, money rarely becomes the limiting factor. The psychological impact of upper-middle-class wealth on heroism cannot be understated. Hal doesn't worry about paying rent, affording food, or supporting struggling family members. This financial security allows him to take risks that other heroes might hesitate to take. He can disappear for weeks on cosmic adventures without fearing economic consequences. His job, while demanding, provides the flexibility and understanding that comes with highly skilled, well-compensated positions. However, Hal's wealth also creates unique challenges in his relationships with other heroes. He sometimes struggles to understand the financial pressures faced by heroes at lower economic levels. His casual attitude toward expensive equipment or costly mistakes can create tension with teammates who must carefully budget every dollar. The disconnect between his comfortable lifestyle and the harsh realities faced by street-level heroes occasionally affects his judgment and decision-making. Level 5 represents the affluent hero, embodied by Victor Stone, better known as Cyborg. Victor's situation demonstrates how technological integration and institutional backing can create wealth-like advantages without traditional financial assets. While Cyborg may not possess vast personal wealth, his access to cutting-edge technology, government resources, and Justice League funding places him in a category of affluence that transcends conventional economics. The value of Cyborg's technological components alone would bankrupt most nations. His cybernetic systems incorporate alien technology, experimental materials, and computing power that exceeds most government installations. This technological wealth provides advantages that traditional money simply cannot buy. He doesn't need to purchase equipment, vehicles, or communication systems. These capabilities are literally built into his body. Victor's relationship with STAR labs and various government agencies provides him with resources that operate outside normal economic constraints. When he needs repairs, upgrades, or specialized equipment, institutional budgets cover these expenses. His unique position as both hero and living experiment grants him access to research facilities, scientific expertise, and technological resources that would be impossible to obtain through personal wealth alone. Yet Victor's technological affluence comes with hidden costs that traditional wealth never imposes. His cybernetic systems require constant maintenance, specialized parts, and energy sources that bind him to institutional support networks. Unlike heroes who can walk away from their resources, Victor's wealth is literally integrated into his survival. His dependence on external funding and technological support creates vulnerabilities that purely wealthy heroes never face. Moving into the realm of true wealth, Level 6 introduces us to Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. As a billionaire businessman and philanthropist, Oliver represents the intersection of vast personal fortune and heroic dedication. His wealth provides him with resources that transform every aspect of his crime-fighting approach, from custom-designed arrows with specialized functions to private jets that can transport him anywhere in the world within hours. Oliver's financial resources allow him to operate Queen Industries as both a legitimate business empire and a front for his heroic activities. He can fund entire operations, support other heroes financially, and maintain multiple identities without economic constraints. His Star City operations benefit from seemingly unlimited budgets, advanced technology, and the kind of infrastructure that only billionaire heroes can provide. However, Oliver's wealth also creates unique moral and tactical challenges. His privileged background sometimes creates blind spots in understanding street-level crime and social issues. The responsibility of managing vast wealth while fighting for social justice creates constant tension between his corporate obligations and heroic calling. Unlike heroes who operate purely from altruistic motives, Oliver must balance shareholder interests, public perception, and the complex ethics of using inherited wealth for vigilante justice. Finally, we reach Level 7, the pinnacle of heroic wealth embodied by Bruce Wayne, Batman. As the owner of Wayne Enterprises and one of the wealthiest individuals on Earth, Batman operates with resources that essentially eliminate financial limitations from his crime-fighting equation. His wealth allows him to maintain multiple identities, fund advanced research and development, and create technological solutions that approach science fiction. Batman's financial resources extend far beyond personal luxury into the realm of institutional power. He can influence politics, fund social programs, and shape entire industries to support his war on crime. Wayne Enterprises serves as both a legitimate business empire and the ultimate superhero support system, providing cover for activities that would be impossible without unlimited funding. The psychological impact of unlimited wealth on Batman's approach to heroism cannot be overstated. He never needs to compromise on equipment, training, or preparation due to cost constraints. Every contingency can be planned for, every scenario can be prepared against, and every tool needed for any mission can be acquired or developed. This comprehensive preparation becomes both his greatest strength and a defining characteristic of his heroic identity.